We have pre-selected for you a very interesting topic today. We want to speak about Tinder approach and why some people bring this approach to matchmaking. I have no idea. So they hire a matchmaker, but they try to use same approach and they get similar results. From the very beginning, I want to tell that I know couples who have met on Tinder, and as a dating coach, I have helped some men and women to actually create quality profiles that will work on Tinder. And if you know how to use this tool right, if you have the time, if you have the knowledge, and if you have the skills and some luck, you can really find the right person there. If you are not ready to invest months into your Tinder search, of course, if you have the means, you can hire a matchmaker, and a matchmaker will provide you with dates. You won't have to hunt for those dates, and you will improve your dating skills. But I don't want to tell that Tinder is evil, Hinge is evil, never use dating apps. No, because, well, modern world is different. And now meeting online, it's part of everyday life. And when people re-enter dating market, when they, for whatever reason, are single again, or they start dating for the very first time, the first thing that they usually do is downloading an app. And I want to discuss with Katerina, our second matchmaker, our executive director at Diolli matchmaking service. I want to discuss with you so-called Tinder approach, because we have seen it all so many times when people hire a matchmaker, but they still try to date the way they did on Tinder. And of course, the first thing that comes up into my mind, I don't know whether you will agree with me or not, is looking for this perfect picture and having this illusion that the choice will be endless.
Yes, I totally agree with you that, first of all, we can't say that Tinder or dating apps, it's a pure evil. Sure, it's not like that, because really people meet there. People even getting married after meeting there. So there are families that were met with the help of Tinder or similar apps. So it's not an evil for sure, but the main thing is your attitude, how you use it. What are you expecting to get, and really what approach you have when you use different services? Because some people, they can hire a team of professional matchmakers, a team of specialists who will help them, and they don't use this opportunity, and they finish empty-handed. So it depends on your attitude and what are you investing into the process. If you're talking about Tinder approach or matchmaking approach, it depends on your attitude to it. If you're looking for the perfect photo of a person whom you're willing to date, whose portrait you have painted in your imagination, then of course you can hire different specialists. You can set up numerous dating apps. But when you continue using this approach, you will get nothing, because you are staying like in your comfort zone when you're just texting with a person online. But if you want to build a real relationship, at the exact point you have to go offline. So even you have met person on Tinder, you're texting, you're watching beautiful photos, she continues sending you them, but of course you don't want to agree with yourself, and when you subconsciously tell yourself that a real person can't be so filtered and so beautiful, but you continue to believe in this dream that you have met this perfect one. And when it comes to a real meeting, you see that you were right, and of course a real person will differ from the photos, because when you go out from this safe comfort zone of just texting, you will see that real people, they move, they smile, they talk, they can have a bad day or good day, so they differ from perfect photoshopped photos. So when you continue to look for these photos in your approach, you just give yourself zero chances to meet real people. And of course, if you hire a matchmaker, if you are using some online platform, if you're using Tinder, but your attitude stays the same, you will get the same results. Really, you will feel this. You will get this illusion of an endless choice. You will think that everybody wants you, so only you are chosen. But in reality, if you're a smart person, you have to understand that not only you are chosen, but people have to choose you back. It's a very important point. Sometimes people, when they use these dating apps for too long, they forget about it, especially if there are no offline dates, but just only online communication. They forget that it's very important point that the person has to choose you back, and not just choose you, but choose you back for all the right reasons. So it's very important to remember that. That's why this Tinder approach, if we are talking about just looking for perfect photos, it doesn't let you to meet really someone special and real. So you have to understand your goals from the beginning. If you just want to text with a beautiful lady or on a photo, on a glamorous photoshopped photo, then it is one goal, and it can be. So why, if you just want this texting, and you have this, you want to brush your ego, and you want to feel that this beautiful woman is communicating with me, you can have this opportunity, so continue this strategy. But if we are talking about building a real relationship, offline relationship, when you will meet with person, when you will communicate, and this person just needs the reasons to choose you back too, then of course this Tinder approach of choosing beautiful photos, it will not work for too long, and you have to open your eyes finally, and to understand that people are choosing you too, and you have to give them a reason to choose you back. So it's not so easy. It's not just downloading a beautiful photo, texting the perfect description of yourself, and then all people will like you, and you will just choose with your finger whose profile you like the most. When you deal with real people, reality can surprise you, because we all are different. We all have our backgrounds, our life experience, our expectations, because another person has her own expectations too. And of course, she will bring them on a real date, and you will have to deal with them. So you will have to answer those expectations, and you have to be ready. Of course, it will request your investments. It is easier just to text with a beautiful photo. Real communication is more complicated, that's for sure. But this texting with a beautiful photo will never give you a family, serious relationship, support, real support. Not just you are a good boy, everything will be fine, but real support when a close person is next to you, not will give you children, marriage. So if you want to go offline, then you have to work on this Tinder approach, and of course to implement another tools into your dating strategy. That's for sure.
I was thinking that usually when we get a client who has been using Tinder for a while, you can tell at once by his preferences based on pictures. So such people usually they get used to Tinder photos, and when you show them pictures of real people who look like their pictures, because we don't work with photos that has been like heavily adjusted. So she has to look like her picture, and he has to look like his picture. We don't take photos that were made 5 years ago, even though like both men and women sometimes they try to push such photos. For example, a man can tell us that, oh, I use this photo on my Tinder profile and they work. Yes, these photos work because you were 40 when you have taken them, and now you're 47. And these 7 years, I can see them on your face, not in a way that you look bad, but you look different. And women will see the difference too. So, and when we suggest men pictures of women who look like their pictures, because for us it is really important, like we aim to introduce people offline, and we aim to have this wow effect when a man meets a woman offline. there has to be this wow effect that she is more attractive in person because, wow, like you have mentioned, she smiles, she moves, she had the personality, there is context. So, but men who have been using Tinder for a while, they are so used to this exact type of photos. So when you show them photos of real people, beautiful women, attractive women, but photos are not edited, they were not modified, they are not staged, they are not filtered. They claim that she is plain or not beautiful. And you can tell at once that it has been a while since he has been offline on a date. Or, for example, another problem that I often see when a person has been using Tinder for a while, he had this illusion of endless choice. So if something doesn't match up in his head, like, for example, oh, her eyes are brown, I prefer someone with blue eyes, like next. Or, for example, she was a little bit late, next. She has an accent, I don't find appealing, next. She lives too far away, like next. She's this or that. So little something like her waist might have been smaller or her breast might have been bigger. And he believed that he can come up with the perfect profile because, well, there are so many profiles. As matchmakers, we know that quantity doesn't necessarily mean quality. And usually to set a client on one date, we interview about 20 ladies who have been pre-selected from our database. So these are not random 20 ladies. And during these interviews, some ladies will say no because they don't feel excited about meeting our client. There is no sense at all to introduce someone who is not excited, even like if your photos are really beautiful. And some ladies, they won't share the values or their goals will be different. Or, for example, their attitude to money, religion, politics will be different. And we see that, okay, there's going to be a problem, maybe not on the first date, but on the third date when they touch this topic. So to pre-select one lady, we have to go through all these interviews and pre-select one. So we know that to get like 5 quality dates, sometimes we have to work through like hundreds of people. So interview, talk to them, and these are not random people again. So in reality, there are not so many people who will be willing to date our client for all the right reasons and who match his criteria. Because out of this 100 of people, if you pre-select 5, like we are lucky. But on Tinder, there is always this feeling that, okay, if, for example, she's not tall enough or, for example, her eyes are not blue, I can continue searching because, wow, there are so many candidates and they all will match my criteria. They all are willing to get married, to have babies within the next 3 years. For example, they all want to be a housewife when kids are born. Or, for example, they want to continue with their career, or they want to relocate to Utah, or they want to relocate to Japan. And this illusion that the choice is endless, it creates problems for many singles, for many men and women. They invest years into their choice, fruitless choice, because they don't get results. They're still single, and they keep thinking that, wow, there are like plenty of fish in the sea, I will find the perfect one, instead of actually starting to date one person. And I was thinking, I wanted to give you this example, like in Kharkov, Ukraine, I had a favorite grocery store. And Katerina will know what I'm talking about. There are like many grocery stores, but this one, it was like smaller, cozier, a little bit pricier than the rest, but the products, like everything that they were selling there was like of higher quality. So they didn't have like 5 types of cheese, maybe like, or 20 type of cheese, like in ordinary grocery store, but maybe 3 or 4, but like the best selection. Or, for example, only 2 types of milk, or only 2 types of this. And then first, I like was skeptical, but then you understand that the appeal, that they have pre-selected the best, and you don't need like 30 types of yogurt because you can choose from 2 or 3 types and choose the best. And in Germany, I have really missed this concept of store, because usually you go and you see this variety of everything. That's a lot, and it takes you time to try everything to pre-select what really works for you. And now I have moved again, and I have found a store exactly with the same concept. And you have just 3 types of milk, and my friend has recommended me to go to the grocery store, for example, 3 types of tea. But like my friend said, that just try it. You will see that the quality is high, and You won't have to go through many types of cheeses to choose what really works for you. I'm sorry for comparing people to a grocery store, but I guess you see my point, because Tinder gives you an illusion that every profile that on paper looks good will work for you in person. No. And you invest time, you invest a piece of heart, you go out on date, you have to establish a small talk, then ask you out on a date. How many no-show ups did you have? How many ghosting after the first date without an explanation? What went wrong? With matchmaking, we won't show you a gallery of 100 brides. That's insane. And sometimes for people, it's the first shock, especially for me. I was like, you suggest me just one match after 3 weeks of interviews? Yes. And after Tinder, he expects like 100 to pick his finger on. But if you sorry, German language. If you're building yourself this habit to be actually choosy in a good way, choosy not in the sense that I need 20 people to choose from, but choosy in a sense that I know exactly what I want and what I need. I need someone who, for example, is excited about meeting me, someone who is excited about starting serious relationship that can lead to marriage, to family life, someone who wants to have kids, someone who wants to have them within the next 3 years, someone who has similar attitude to money like I do, someone who has some interests like mine, like we can, for example, go hiking together, who enjoys outdoors, someone who is well educated, because, for example, this person has 2 degrees and is really important for his family. So this means having high standards, knowing what you want and what you can offer this person. That, hey, I'm on the stage in my life. I have a good job, a good career. I have a good house or an apartment, or I'm ready to buy a house or an apartment. I have friends. I have traveled, and right now I have time. And yes, I have needs, because all the rest important spheres in my life they're in the good position. I have means to and time to actually start dating someone, to court someone properly, to get to know someone properly, to build a relationship. So this means having high standards. But people often confuse it with having 20 yogurts to choose from.
I totally agree with you and with the example that you have given. And I also wanted to talk about, this problem. It's a brother of a problem of an endless choice, is when has this thought, who will be next? This waiting for what will be further. So it's very similar to the problem of an endless choice, and I want to give advice to people who watch this video and who just now are in the search and want to meet someone special. Once you get this thought, it's like a small bug in your head. When you're texting with a person, you're communicating, you feel that you like this person, but you have this feeling, what will be further? What if I spend time? What if I invest my energy, everything into our communication, but later or further, I could meet someone even better? So what if my perfect person is around the corner and I'm not going there? I'm staying here communicating with this lady. And what if the next one will be even more beautiful, even more fun, even better than this one? So I have to go further and to see what will be next. So it's a problem, and of course it is connected with this Tinder approach, and it is a problem usually of people who are using those dating sites or apps for a long time. It is connected also with this looking for the perfect photo. So they continue to look for that perfect person, perfect photo, glamorous photo, and they miss someone whom they have already met. Even if that person, if you can be lucky and meet someone really interesting on this app. So I also want it to compare with an example. I'm sorry that it will be also connected. Create in your mind such a situation that you were in invited into someone's party, and you understand that you need a new shirt for this event. So there is a dress code, and you don't have this color in your wardrobe. So you need to go and to buy a new shirt. You go to a shopping mall, one of the first shops, you come in and there is a perfect one. So you put it on, this color fits your hair, your skin color. So you feel that it is your size. So everything is perfect, but you have this, this small thought in your mind that what if further will be a little cheaper, maybe the color will be a little different and it will suit me even more. What if other shops, for example, they can have sales? I don't know that. I have just entered the shopping mall. I didn't see anything else. So there are plenty of shops further. So I will go and check. And you spend hours of working from shop to shop. You put on different shirts, but after 2 or 3 hours of those search, you understand that the first one in the shop was perfect. So you feel tired, you are not happy already with all this search. You understand that you have to come back to this first shop. You go there, you come in, and what? There is no your size. This shop was already sold while you were walking from shop to shop, and you can't buy it anymore. So it was the last one in this shop. So you
Katerina, with shirts, you can luckily go online and try to order it. With people, you can't replace it. You can't have Anna with Yelena's personality or with Marina's level of education. You can't have that. With clothes, lucky for us, if, for example, it's a chain store, you can call them, maybe they can order, you can go to Farfetch. So with real people, very often, men and women forget that you can't replace a person. If, for example, you like James' attitude, how he was courting you, you can't make just Ctrl+C plus Ctrl+V and copy him, but make him taller.
Of course, I totally agree with you. I just wanted to say that it was a small example. So this shirt, it doesn't change anything in your life. So of course, it's not so meaningful for you. But even in that case, you feel disappointed, you wasted your time. But if you're talking about real people, if you miss someone special, really special with this thought who will be further, you can't come back. You can't, of course you can try, but usually such people, they can meet someone already, or they can change their mind about you because they already think that you are not serious and they don't want to waste their own time on you. So of course, life, if you have this chance and you don't want to use it and you're just waiting who or what will be further, then you will you have always this opportunity to lose someone special, to miss your chance, and there is a possibility that there will be no way back, and this possibility is really high. So this endless choice and this looking for someone with perfect photos will prevent you from building a real relationship with the person whom you have already met.
I like this example. I often give it to men and women during my coaching session about hunting for an apartment or a house, regardless if you want to rent it or sell it, you have a budget. And usually when you're enter again the market, you have a budget, and you will tell your agent that, okay, I have this budget and I want to have, for example, a 2-bedroom apartment or a 3-bedroom house, like the area, and you discuss your possibilities. Like maybe with your budget you can't even start looking in that area, and you will unfortunately face the reality that, for example, for this amount of money, you can't rent a scene in this area of Berlin or München because like apartments are way more expensive. Or for example, it's really hard to buy a house in that area because nothing is really on the market. People don't sell a thing there, and you will discuss your chances with the agent, and people are usually accept the reality that, okay, I can't have it all. I can't have the sea view, the mountain view, and pay 300 euros for that in this city and the best school. But with dating, sometimes people forget what is reality like. They forget that, okay, your budget is your current life situation. If, for example, you have 3 kids and 2 ex-wives, well, your history, your past experience, you have it with you. And you have to be looking for a woman who will be okay to date a man who has 2 kids from 2 different ex-wives. So to claim that, oh, I'm only attracted to someone who is never married and who doesn't have children, it's like claiming I want to have this apartment that has a sea view, a mountain view, and it has to be like dirty cheap, and a perfect parking spot, and a metro, and a grocery store, and 2 schools nearby so that I can choose from. So people very often forget that real people, they come up as a package deal. Or you can't print on the 3D printer a perfect woman or a perfect man. And like everything on every market, like apartment house market, there will be limitations and there will be competition, and your expectations, they can either help you, or if they are realistic and smart and healthy, they can help you navigate this market and not invest time over invest yourself into the wrong person, or they can lead you to the dead end, because they will be growing with every new date or with every new profile that you see, and at the end you won't find what you want. But unlike dating, when a person needs a shirt because tomorrow he has a wedding to attend, most likely he will go through all the stores and choose the best available shirt now, because he needs it for tomorrow, if he doesn't want to upset his sister and if he wants to be at the wedding. For example, if you need an apartment, you will look what is available on the market, what matches like your budget and your criteria, and you will choose what works best for you, because you have to move into this apartment within the next 2 months, because, for example, you have to move out from your old apartment. So people will make a decision. Unlike dating, in dating, people think that perfection exists. And if today I haven't found like the perfect woman, I will keep looking for her. And they lose years, I'm not even speaking months, years into looking for something that doesn't exist. And this often makes me sad, because we have seen it with some of our matchmaking clients. They have hired a matchmaker, they have met fantastic people who have showed interest, and these acquaintances, they have potential. You still have to build a relationship. You don't buy a relationship when you hire a matchmaker. You buy professional help, professional assistance, and they have walked by those opportunities, because in their opinion, there will be perfection somewhere there. And in their opinion, they deserve even more. In their opinion, they deserve something they don't even know what, but something the imagination keep creating for them.
Yes, I agree with you, and unfortunately, we face it with our clients too. So sometimes a person thinks that he has changed his approach, but in reality, he continues. So he has hired a team of professionals, so he has changed his approach. It can look like that from the first sight, but in reality, when you continue to communicate with him, he continues to wait for those perfect photos, filtered photos, photoshopped photos of people who don't even exist in real life, or of people who will never choose him back for different reasons, because they are of different. They represent different type of worlds. They absolutely different. She can be 30 years younger, so she would never choose him back. So there are many reasons why these people will never build a healthy relationship together. But people often don't want to understand that. They continue to wait, to claim that they are attracted only to this type of women, that they are waiting to, and they want to meet only such type of a lady. And it looks like they have changed their approach because they have hired a team of professionals. But in reality, they continue to use all their methods that they were using before, and continue their strategy without changing it, without implementing any recommendations.
They do Tinder dating even after they have hired and paid a matchmaker. Katerina, I think that now is the time to wrap it up, because we have been talking quite for a while. Please let us know in the comments below if you like this format, us casually talking about current dating situations, about dating issues, dating mistakes. Maybe you have some topics in mind that you want us to cover. And of course, if you want to discuss your current dating situation, your dating issues, if you want to check, perhaps you are applying this Tinder strategy in all aspects of dating, you can book a complimentary consultation with a matchmaker. You can press the link below this video. Also, if you like this type of content, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel, to become a sponsor if you like our content. And of course, you should visit our website, and we have Instagram, we have TikTok, we are on Telegram. So we share lots of quality content that can help you navigate the modern dating market. And like always, at the end, we want to wish everybody love. I can't remember if we have actually said our names and who we are. So my name is Svetlana Mucha. I'm the founder and the leading matchmaker and dating coach at Diolli.com. With me, I have Katerina Romanenko, our executive director / matchmaker. And for over a decade, we specialize in introducing truly exceptional, cosmopolitan, romantic, open-minded singles who believe that love knows no borders and no nationalities. Thank you so much for watching this one. Right now is the moment to actually press like and subscribe to our channel.
Goodbye. See you in the next one.
Bye.